Right now on your All Access Pass, she stole all the headlines in the Summer Olympics.
I've gotten opportunities that I've never gotten before.
Now she's competing in the SEC, but is another Olympics in the cards for Suni Lee.
What does figure skating in Beijing have to do with North Georgia?
And I never thought that I'd be here trying to get to there.
A little more than you might think.
And the Winter Olympics have taken over Beijing, but back here in Atlanta, one school is helping locals understand the Chinese culture. All that and more as your All Access Pass to the Winter Olympics begins right now.
Well, we are in the second week of competition, and you can make the argument, or you can frame it this way, that the days are growing short for the Olympics, but it is Tuesday. We have a lot of great competition coming your way, and this is one of those nights. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeff Hullinger.
And I'm Jennifer Bellamy. Our Olympic headlines feature more good news for Team USA this evening. The second, speed skating medal of the Games for our team. U.S. taking bronze in the men's team pursuit there. You see them all there holding on together. 36-year-old Joey Mantilla leading the way there. The U.S. finished nearly 3 seconds ahead of the Netherlands.
We like older athletes. We do, even though 36 is not so old. We like that. American Eric Loughran now competing in his second Games, went all out on his first qualifying jump in men's aerials, landing a very difficult move. His score advanced him directly to Wednesday's finals.
And after losing big to Italy on Tuesday, the defending Olympic champion U.S. men's curling team will need some help here to make it into that medal round. They need to beat out Denmark on Thursday, and then they need to hope for losses from Russia, Norway, and Switzerland so they can qualify for the upcoming semifinals.
We'll see what happens. We focus on the big story from these games, and it continues to be in women's figure skating, where Kamila Valieva continues to skate, even though she tested positive for that performance-enhancing drug, a heart medicine. It is a decision that has created so much controversy in Beijing. And among those speaking out is former Olympian Adam Rippon, who won bronze 4 years ago. Now a skating coach, he says he is frustrated, and in his opinion, this simply is not fair.
And I don't think anybody in the whole event thinks it is right either. But at the same time, I'm so angry that she's going to be able to compete. And I'm heartbroken that this 15-year-old girl has been put in this situation. The people around her have totally failed her. They've totally failed her. 15 years old.
Valieva took to the ice today in Beijing and tops the leaderboard at the end of the short program. A luminous talent. You can see her full performance as well as the rest of today's action tonight on 11 Alive.
For more than 100 years, the Olympics has been a time for the world to pause in peace with one another and to learn about the culture of the host country. And these games in Beijing bring a unique opportunity to learn about Chinese culture.
And a local school is just one of many helping the community do that. 11 Alive, it's Karis Belger stopped by the Chinese School of Atlanta for a quick lesson.
For a brief moment, when you walk inside this building in Chambly, you're transported to a different place entirely.
So we have cultural programs in addition to the Mandarin Chinese languages, and we have about 100 students.
For almost 40 years, the Chinese School of Atlanta offered American children an opportunity to learn the language and customs of a place their families once called home. Nancy Tai is the current principal of the Chinese School of Atlanta. Tai and former principal Ellen Chang say the school is a way for a community to keep their culture alive.
It started with a group of parents. They wanted to have their children to have a place to learn the language, the culture, to continue with all the good stuff.
And now our student demographic included the third generations, Taiwanese, and anyone without Chinese background who are interested in learning Chinese language and cultures.
Here, students learn more than just a language. Over the years, Tai and Chang have watched dozens of children graduate from the Chinese school. And while it takes a little time, the lessons leave their mark.
The kids, they come to the school, usually they are forced to come by their parents. Over time, they make some friends at the school.
I used to teach the high school classes, and then the kids, they're just, oh gosh, now I understand.
Preserving pieces of the past for a new generation. Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
A great story there. Well, there have been many paths available for athletes to qualify for the Winter Olympics, and one of those paths wound its way through North Georgia. Here's Cheryl Preheim.
Our state has some great figure skating clubs. There's the Georgia Figure Skating Club, the Atlanta Figure Skating Club. In fact, the Atlanta Club hosted an Olympic qualifying event on the road to the Winter Games, a huge event in Alpharetta that left some up-and-coming local skaters feeling more motivated than ever.
I never thought I'd be coming here to do a qualifier.
It is an unlikely place for an event unlike most others.
The U.S. Figure Skating Championship Series.
An Olympic qualifier, a signature ice sport competition in a place known for heat.
Please take the ice and warm.
It is a rare home ice opportunity for Metro Atlanta skaters like Audrey Latham.
I've been skating since I was around 5. I just love the sport so much. It feels like you're almost flying in a way, especially when you go into a spin or a jump.
At 14 years old, she's an up-and-comer in a sport that is equal parts grace and grit.
As my coaches say, you have to try to look graceful without looking like a truck driver, but going fast at the same time.
With lipstick and sequins.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
It is a performance, and backstage is busy.
It's like go, 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 go. Like you gotta come here, you get warmed up, and you go get changed with the makeup, the costumes, playing music. People are in their zone meditating.
Madeline Freeman grew up figure skating here at the Cooler in Alpharetta and dreaming of making the Olympic team one day.
That's how I got into skating, was watching the Winter Olympic Games. And I never thought that I'd be here trying to get to there.
In her home city with the best U.S. figure skating has.
Gives me hope that, like, if they're doing the same things I'm doing, that I could be to where they are at one point.
Skaters from Metro Atlanta and all over the country with the same goal.
Team USA is also a great goal for us that we're trying to achieve.
Going to the Olympics and making my club and country proud there.
Even the judges were talking about all the talent they see here in Metro Atlanta, and we are excited to follow the careers of these young, local, talented skaters.
Well, you know, we've been talking about the really cold air in Beijing, and I just checked. They have not been above freezing since Saturday, and it's really cold there right now. And remember, it is morning time right now, 8 o'clock China Standard Time, where it's 12 degrees with really dry air in place and just a little bit of a breeze, but that makes it feel like it is 2 degrees. Looks like we're going to see another day Wednesday with potentially not making it above freezing, possibly getting up close to freezing at 31, and then those temperatures go down. And again, really quiet weather out there as well, with plenty of sunshine as the events start in just a little while on their Wednesday there. Back here at home, we have temperatures in the 50s now. We got up into the low 60s for a high today, feeling really nice, but we'll cool down tonight in the 40s. We're thinking by 10 or 11 o'clock, and then holding in the 40s by tomorrow morning, our low down to about 40 degrees. Now, we're going to be watching this developing system out to the west that is going to cause the potential for severe weather in parts of Texas and Oklahoma, and some of that extending into Arkansas during the day tomorrow. That system is getting closer to us. It looks like the biggest threat for severe storms will be to the west of us, where there's that level 2 risk. However, the level 1 risk on Thursday does extend into our area, and we'll have to watch for the potential for some strong wind, heavy rain. We have a question mark here for brief tornadoes. It is a low risk possibility, but something we'll keep watching there. But your Wednesday is going to be great. An easterly flow will have a few clouds building in, not really worried about a rain chance. The main rain chance will be on Thursday later in the day. That potential for some storms late Thursday into early Friday, and then it clears out Friday. Look how we cool off. We go from 71 on Thursday to 54 on Friday. Chilly mornings for the weekend with highs around 57 Saturday, 62 Sunday, and then another low rain chance late Monday into Tuesday.
If you've watched any figure skating here on NBC over the years, Johnny Weir is a familiar face and a great voice of his sport. He and Tara Lipinski together, I mean, that's a special broadcast combination. Even if you don't know anything about skating, those two help you understand with their great passion and their great use of language. And Weir's impact stretches beyond his accomplishments on the ice. He is the man. Once again, here is Cheryl Preheim.
Johnny Weir was born in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and first learned to skate at 11 years old. Just 5 years after first trying on a pair of skates, he won the gold medal at the 2001 World Junior Championships. In 2004, he won his first U.S. figure skating championship, repeated in 2005 and again in 2006. Weir competed at the Olympic Games in Torino in 2006 and then Vancouver in 2010, but he never stood on the podium. Weir was a fan favorite, named Skating Magazine's Reader's Choice Award winner in 2008 and 2010. In 2011, Weir announced that he was gay in his autobiography, Welcome to My World. In 2014, he joined Tara Lipinski and Terry Gannon on NBC's broadcasting team during the coverage of the Olympics in Sochi. Viewers have adored his fashionable style and captivating personality ever since. Weir was elected to the U.S. Figure Skating Hall of Fame as part of the 2021 class.
All right, she was the all-around champion at last year's Summer Games in Tokyo. Now Suni Lee is back, adjusting to life after the Olympics. And in all places, the Southeastern Conference. That's coming up on your All Access Pass. We're glad you're here.
And let's check in on the medal count. Norway leading the way overall with 26 medals and 12 gold. USA sitting in a tie right now with Canada for 4th overall with 17. They're in 3rd place when it comes to gold medals with 9. When it comes to Olympic speed skating, the ice athletes race on has a connection to a company here in the United States. Its name is Populous and it has a big role in how fast that ice can be. As Matt Renew shows us, it is all in the roof design, helping cool the ice, keeping it fast and perfect for world records to fall.
In speed skating,
helps our ice skaters go faster.
Architect Jeff Keys will tell you a skater's speed comes down to the ice. So when architects at Populous designed the speed skating oval at the Olympics in Beijing,
goes a little bit lower right there.
They put on a roof with similarities to the roof at the Denver International Airport.
That roof structure is a tensioned fabric roof structure.
Called a low E ceiling, it's designed to keep the ice cold and fast.
Lowers the roof plane inside. That actually helps us control the environment inside, the heating and cooling inside. We want it to be as cool as we can near the ice.
Like the ice that racers love at higher elevations.
Salt Lake City, where it's actually at elevation. The makeup of the water and the oxygen content within that water actually is conducive to setting world records.
But now we'll find under this roof in Beijing.
In Beijing, at a much lower altitude.
Where Jeff says speed skating at the Olympics will be pretty cool to watch.
We're trying to do everything we can from a design point of view to help that ice condition to help create world records.
All right, we roll on. During the 2020 Summer Olympics, a star was born in Suni Lee, and she is now 18 years of age. She won the all-around gold in gymnastics and stunned the world, became an instant celebrity. She has been on Dancing with the Stars, all kinds of talk shows, and now she is a gymnast at Auburn University in our part of the world. Maria Martin caught up with her about life after gold.
In the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Suni Lee shocked the world and won the all-around gold in gymnastics.
That was golden.
We are 6 months removed from the Olympics. Life has changed so much. You're now a collegiate athlete. You were on Dancing with the Stars.
I didn't even think I'd make it to the semifinals.
How has life changed for Suni Lee?
I mean, life has been absolutely insane. I've gotten opportunities that I've never gotten before. You know, I went to the Olympics and that was like a dream come true. The only thing I wanted to do my whole life was go to the Olympics. So after having that, it was kind of like I felt a little bit free because I took a little bit of a break from gymnastics. But at the same time, it was like I was kind of lost because I've only ever like worked towards the Olympics and done gymnastics. So then when I got that, it was like what's next.
Suni is now trying to be a normal student athlete at Auburn University, but just 6 meets into her freshman campaign, she posted a perfect 10 on the uneven bars in a meet against LSU, Auburn's first since 2004.
Suni Lee just got her first 10.
People here are just like really excited, but I love it. I mean, all of them, everybody here is so nice to me, super supportive. They try and make me feel as normal as I can, and I'm really grateful for that.
What was the decision into becoming a collegiate athlete?
Well, I really just wanted to come to college to try and find my love for the sport again. At the Olympics, like, it didn't really take it away, but it was just like leading up to that was just like super hard. So in my head, I just like didn't want to do it again. But here it's like the complete opposite, and just being able to have fun and like not having to worry about anything.
Oh, stunning! What is so special to you about the Olympic Games?
You grow up watching all of your role models go to the Olympics, and it's just something that like you want to be able to say that you did, like, you know, you went to the Olympics. I think the one thing that like just makes it so hard is like everybody's watching you, and I guess like you don't really realize it, but it's one of the most exciting things ever, and if I could go back, I would.
Do you feel like you will go back?
Hopefully.
She is an astonishing athlete, and Suni and her Auburn teammates are going to be in Athens on Friday for an SEC meet with Georgia. That will be a big crowd and a lot of fun. Competition begins at Stegman Coliseum beginning at 7:30. Jennifer?
Long blades and plenty of G-forces are both part of one of the most popular sports of these winter games. What you need to know about speed skating when your all-access pass returns. The art of speed skating has produced Olympic legends like Eric Heiden, Bonnie Blair, and Apollo Ono. And the rules of the game are set up to allow for fast times on the ice track.
Speed skating and short track are races on an iced oval, but most of the similarities end there. Speed skating or long track happens on a 400-meter oval. Short track ovals are 111 meters around. Due to more G-forces and cornering, short track speed skaters wear helmets and protective gear. The walls are also padded. Long track skaters wear tight, full body suits and don't wear helmets except for the mass start event. Short track skates are shorter and fixed in place, while long track skates are longer and hinged in the front. There are multiple skaters on the track for both individual and team short track events. Skaters advance through heats until they reach the final. Short track also has men's and women's team relays and will introduce a mixed relay in Beijing. In individual long track races, there are usually no more than 2 skaters on the track. They race against the clock, not each other. The best individual time wins gold. Long track also has team pursuit with 2 teams of 3 skaters racing simultaneously. Then there is the mass start, an individual event with up to 24 racers. Due to the increased risk of collision, they wear helmets similar to short track.
All right, tonight, American figure skaters take to the ice in the women's short program, and men's hockey continues as Team USA competes in the quarterfinals. All of that and more coming up beginning at 8 o'clock here on 11 Alive. We're back with more in a moment.
Simone Biles not competing in the Winter Olympics, but she now has a diamond to go with her gold, silver, and bronze medals. Today, she announced her engagement to boyfriend Jonathan Owens of the Houston Texans. The couple publicly confirmed that they were dating back in August of 2020, making it Instagram official. Biles used the social media platform to share this news along with some photos of the proposal. You see there, she called this, quote, the easiest yes. So congratulations to her and him as well. Hey, stay with us. Cheryl Preheim and Sheba Russell are up next with your Olympic Zone.
And that is going to be followed by prime time coverage of the Winter Games from Beijing. All of that coming your way right here on 11 Alive in about 33 minutes. But again, we have more broadcasting coming your way with the show with Cheryl coming up next on the Olympic Zone.